In this chapter you will learn about the most important features of technology objects in the TIA portal. Counting, measuring, controlling and moving are all things you have to do in your plant. In the past, mapping out these tasks required a lot of effort. Now in the TIA portal, these standard tasks are completed using technology objects. These technology objects form the interface between the hardware and the user program and are available for counting and measuring, PID control and motion control. The technology objects are controlled in the user program via the corresponding commands, for example, the standardized PLC open blocks. The TIA portal guides you through configuring, commissioning and programming. For instance, the motion control technology object can control and position an actuator. The PID control technology object regulates physical characteristics such as oven temperature, keeping these at a specified value. The counting and measuring technology object manages the hardware for rapid counter inputs, for example for incremental encoders. How exactly is that done in the TIA portal? First of all, add a new technology object to your controller. Here you will find the three technology objects already mentioned: counting and measuring, PID control and motion control. We will take a look at this last one first. Under the menu option Motion Control, you can choose different axis types. We'll look at how these work using the positioning axis as an example. You can configure all the settings of the technology object using the configuration masks. For instance, you can define physical units. Select the actuator and select the encoder too. If necessary, you can configure more parameters using the corresponding mask. After you have loaded the technology object into the CPU, you can move along the axis using the axis control panel, allowing you to manually test the configuration. The relative movement function has now been tested successfully. How can I automate this function in the user program? It's easy. PLC open blocks are already present in the user program. The relative movement function that we have just tested will now be automated. To do this, drag the correct function from the statement list into the user program. Simply drag and drop to connect the TOs to the block. That's it. And how does the PID control technology object work? That's easy too. First, create a new technology object in the same way, this time selecting PID Compact from the PID control options. Next, use the configuration masks to adjust settings such as unit, target value, actual value and control variable. And how do I use these controllers in the user program? Like this. In the statement list, navigate to the PID Compact block. Drag and drop this into the program. Then open the context menu and select the TO you have just configured as an instance data block. You will also find another useful function under the technology object, the commissioning mask. This provides a graphic representation of your control procedure, allowing you to analyze the control behavior. In addition, you can automatically optimize the controller for the control loop. Now we'll move on to the counting and measuring technology object. This time, Under Counting and Measuring, choose the High-Speed Counter Technology object. Then choose the correct counter module in the configuration options for the Counting and Measuring Technology object. You can define the properties of the technology object, such as the type of signaling or sensor, under Advanced Parameters. Here too, simply drag and drop to open and choose the corresponding instance data block. As you have seen, the technology objects in the TIA portal provide a uniform interface between hardware and software. The technology objects are all integrated in the firmware, making it easy to incorporate them into the user program.